Well, I have my rehearsal in 1 hour. I need to get ready quite quickly. I have my coffee here. I used to only use like 5 products to just do all of my makeup with. I didn't have a blush. I didn't have anything. I bought this foundation secondhand from Vinted and it matched me. And this foundation is from Zara and it's actually amazing. It's very full coverage. I don't have high standards because I was never like a huge makeup collector, or I didn't try much makeup in my life, but I was huge on like creams and skincare and stuff. But makeup, I would just do the bare minimum, and I would always have like a matte foundation, maybe some brown eyeshadow, maybe some mascara, that's it. And for my lips, I never did anything because I was drinking and smoking all the time. Now I have 2 foundations, this one which I still love and use, and I have another one which I will use in another video perhaps, but I always blend this foundation from Zara, and I have the shade N907, and I blend it in with just my fucking SPF. Oh my god, I'm still sleeping because yeah, so my husband left me today because we have a long distance relationship, and he stayed with me all winter long. So we were together like for 2 months or something, and now he has to go back, so he's driving home, and he lives quite far away from me now. We're like 12 hours away, and he drove here. He's a fucking hero. Anyway, so I was crying this morning. It's very, very fucking sad, but it's what it is right now. Anyway, but the reason why I moved out, so we've been together for 5 years and we lived together, and then I decided to drag my ass to the university again. And then of course the university must be in the other side of the universe. So I got accepted, and now I'm here. And the university, by the way, is in music, so I study music. I'm studying to become a pianist, which is so difficult. It's so fucking difficult. But I've been playing the piano since I was little, not professionally. I never went like too deep, but now I am, and it's just showing me how much I've been missing all these years that I've been studying music and piano, because I've been studying music, but I've been studying the academic part, the scientific part of music, if you will. Anyway, but can you see how glowy this foundation with this SPF is making me? So I've been using this quite a lot. I mean, I didn't have another freaking foundation or another way to do my complexion. The foundation, I cannot tell. I put the stickers on, by the way, by myself. It wasn't like this. Zara has a very minimal design. Because it's a very like blurry glass, I can't see how much I have left. So it's just keep working, and I just don't need to buy more. That's great. It's just that this winter I just decided to try new products, and I don't want to overconsume, but I do want to play around with makeup a little more. So I've been, I purchased some stuff, and especially freaking lip liners. Look at that. I used to have 4. So I'm gonna use some contouring. I have this Camo liquid bronzer and contour from Elf. Oh, yes, and I have it in this shade Fair, I guess, and it's great. It's kind of cool tone, and what I've been doing is just putting it in the back of my hand. I just dip my little brush like this. It's not Real Techniques. I don't have good brushes. I have like Amazon brushes and dupes and stuff, and it's been so many years since I bought brushes. So I'm trying to contour very lightly here on my cheek, and I just blend it as I go. Not very much. I'm just putting it here now, and I'm going to go back with like a bronzer brush. So I'm dipping again and like taking again. And when I'm doing this, I'm trying to look straight into my mirror, and then I'm going on the side and checking what I've done. So what's left on the brush, I just take and put on my nose. I'm going to build up the nose as I do my makeup. I don't do a lot to my nose, but You know, I think just a little bit makes a difference. So I'm going to dip it again and put it in my jawline. And I feel that this way you just have more control over what the fuck you want to do with your makeup. I'm going to go in with MAC Harmony. This is the only blush I own, and it comes off very brown on camera, but in real life it's a bit more like not burgundy, but it has some rosy, like dusty rose or up, rotten apple kind of vibes, or what do you call that? I mean, you can check it out online, of course. It's just that it comes out a lot more brown than it actually is for some reason. Maybe on me you can see a subtle color on there. I'm going to actually take a brush and put that on my eyelid as well. I don't care. I think what I'm gonna do and focus on mostly today is gonna be lips. And actually, I'm gonna take like very little of it and put it in my nose. I don't know why. Maybe it doesn't make a big difference, but I feel good that I did it, you know? So I think I'm gonna go in with powder. I have this Studio Fix from MAC. It has a really cute packaging. I'm really enjoying this powder. And it comes with a little puff. And I always take it out and I'm using it when I'm outside because I take this everywhere with me. And when I'm at home, I'm just using like another one that I just have. And I'm putting this shit everywhere. And I love this powder because it's just so fine. I always used like Maybelline, and this was always my favorite, you know, the Maybelline ones, the Fit Me, because I always wanted to be very, very matte, coming like from a very goth background. Not very, very goth, but I was on the goth side. Yeah, I love to be matte. The only place that I want to put my future highlighter, because I don't own a highlighter, is on my lips. So I kept the contour from before, and now I'm actually going to go in on my lips with that. So all the techniques that I'm doing on my lips, I actually learned from like makeup artists online. I know nothing about makeup otherwise. But what I do know is that you have, most people I guess, have two lip lines, a white one and a pink one, if you can call my freaking lips pink. So I'm taking my contour and I'm putting it below, and I'm going to put it on the sides of my lips as well, like focusing on the white line. For longevity in the lip products, it's nice if you put a product on and then you put powder and then you put it again and powder again. You know, the powder will make it last so much longer, and especially if you're not putting any moisturizers before or like any lip glosses after, because they're gonna remove your product so much easier. I mean, if you touch your lips or whatever, drink stuff, eat stuff, you know, you will have to reapply, which sometimes is fine. But for me right now, it's not. So I'm not going to go for a glossy look. I'm going to do something matte. I'm not going to put a lot of powder now, just whatever I have left on my little sponge. And then I'm gonna go in with NYX Nude Beige Lip Liner, which is this amazing little nudie color. And I'm going to go over the white line, the outer part of my lips, basically overline my lips. I am blending as I go, and also I'm bringing it like to my after the snake bites too. Now, you don't want to put a lot of powder because I find that NYX's lip liners specifically just tend to be too dry afterwards, and maybe I don't have the color deposit as intense as I want it to. So now you see why I freaking prioritize my lips, right? Right, so now I'm going to take just a brush that has product from the previous days on it, and I'm going to go and blend that out and smudge it out. And then I'm going to dip this brush, which also I'm using for my lips the past few days, well, the past days, and I'm just dipping it in my MAC powder, and I'm gonna go through like all the edges of my lips to soften it out. Now I feel like I overdid it a little bit, so I'm going to just take this, like a clean Q-tip, to just bring it down a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. And now I'm taking a slightly darker color, and usually I'm just taking NYX Cappuccino, but now I think I'm gonna go with Max Factor Brown and Nude, which it is a brown one, but it has like a bit of orangey colors in there. For reference, Nude Beige by NYX and the Max Factor one. I'm going to put that on my real line, pink line on my lips, not overline with this. I didn't like that much, so I am going to grab Cappuccino actually. But I'm going to grab this and go over what I just did, and also focus on the outer parts more. And now I'm gonna take the blending brush again and just blend everything in. Now I can finally wipe off the contour, which I usually just forget, and then I just take my clothes off and on, and I just find random stains on my shirt, like the inside. Oh my god, there is actually one right here. I could use some moisture, so I'm going with the vinyl lip thingy from what's her name? Maybelline. And this is the Captivated, so I'm going to use a very thin layer of this. And I do like this because it dries matte, but I'm always taking the excess off. Perfect, so the next step might be a little illegal, but I'm going to go in with my powder. And my lips are done. I just put my lipstick on, and that's what's on my freaking mug. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm going to go really simple. So I'm grabbing my Milani eyeshadow palette, and I think I'm gonna go in like with just this one. I don't know the names. Do they have names? Oh, it's the number 5. Okay, I'm going in with number 5 then. And I'm just slapping it on top of the blush that I put here before. And I'm taking this and I'm just bringing it a little down on my bridge of the... on my nose, you know? Just to continue the contouring effect, because essentially that's what I'm doing with this shade, just contouring my face. So now I'm going with a very small angled brush and like the number 6, which is a darker brown. It's this one over here. Beautiful matte colors by Milani. And I'm just going to take this to like the lower lash line, or maybe across the lash line over here as well, just to add some depth, you know, to my eye. And then I'm gonna go in, oh my god, I bought this mascara like very recently. It's a green one. Okay, mascara is on. Last thing I will do, which I've been doing lately, is I've been taking this specific eyeshadow, which is from H&M, right? And it's this just gorgeous brown and a bit shimmery color, you know? And I've been putting it on my lips. That's the makeup for today. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to take my lip products and my powder with me, so in case I need to reapply during the day, I will be able to do that. So